Before we start, I've got some exciting news for you. My books are being published. I've got 2 recipe comic books, my cupcake comic book and my sushi comic book. The sushi one tells you how to make a whole sushi feast, and the cupcake one has lots of cute cupcakes, including some Japan themed ones like white chocolate and wasabi. That one's really good. They're out next month, that's March 2020. You can pre-order them now from cakeswithfaces.co.uk, and if you'd like me to sign them for you, just add a note at checkout. Now onto the video. We've just arrived in Matsushima. It's a place on the coast in Miyagi Prefecture, I think. It's quite late. We've just checked into our hotel and everything seems to be closing around Matsushima because it's a really small coastal place.
And in winter, where I think most of the activity happens in summer around here.
Yeah, I don't think there's many people around here from what we've seen so far. So we're heading back into Sendai, which is the main city around here. That's where we got off the shinkansen. And we're going to get something to eat and see what happens.
We've got about 3 hours in Sendai. Let's see what happens.
Welcome to Tohoku, Japan. Tohoku is the region sort of north of Tokyo. Here's some mascots.
Onigiri, guys, good.
I like the ramen bowl one. Now, this isn't a things to do in Sendai video. We didn't go to any of the main attractions. Basically, we had ramen and went to arcades, and you can come along for the ride. There's new Japan videos on my channel every Thursday if you want to subscribe. Now, on to Sendai. We've just been to TanTan in Sendai Station. Now, TanTan's a pretty well-known vegan restaurant. There's a popular branch in Tokyo Station, and I never realised there was one in Sendai as well, but randomly there's one right here. All the other ones are in Tokyo, and they actually have opened up a new branch in Narita Airport now as well. So I had my favourite vegetarian ramen in the world, gold sesame ramen. It was really good, and Phil tried the vegan tonkotsu ramen.
Yes.
Now he's a big fan of normal tonkotsu ramen.
So I've never had TanTan before because I thought there were peanuts and everything, and I've got not a big allergy to peanuts but a small one, so I've always avoided it. But it turns out there's no peanuts in some of their ramen or some of their curries. So I had the tonkotsu ramen and it is pretty good. I think you could give that to someone and say, here's tonkotsu, and they would believe you. It's not quite as rich, not quite as thick, not got as much body as an actual tonkotsu, but it is pretty damn good. Interesting.
I want to try everything on the menu there. And we've come outside and it's just started snowing. How Christmassy.
In February. Right, we are off to arcades.
Yeah! So this section outside the station is all on elevated walkways. We were just saying it's a really good setup because usually in Japan you're waiting ages for the traffic lights to change, but here you can just walk out and everything's right there. At first we thought this whole building was Uniqlo. I don't think it is, but it's an interesting building anyway. Uniqlo's a clothes shop. It's a bit like H&M. It's quite cheap and it does fairly plain sorts of clothes and some cool t-shirts.
Sendai's tall.
Skyscrapers. I've seen these before. There's definitely some in Tokyo. Hub British pubs. I've never been in. When you travel you want to go somewhere different really, not a British pub, but it's here if you want to go. Sendai's just a couple of hours away from Tokyo on the main Shinkansen line between Tokyo and Hokkaido. So we're using it as a stopover on the way back to explore a few more places and go to Matsushima, which is one of the top 3 scenic views in Japan. And I'll be making a separate video about that one if you want to see what it's like. It feels cold here at the moment, but we've just been in Sapporo in Hokkaido for the snow festival, and it was so much colder here that it doesn't seem that bad here at the moment. It feels cold, but not like the cold's attacking you like it is in Hokkaido. Here we are, here's the best thing to do after dinner in Japan. Check out the arcades. Here's the kiddie UFO catchers at the front. Sometimes they're quite easy to win on. But this machine's got Gudetama, Rilakuma, and one of my favourites, Sushi Dayo. Look how they're using the alpacas like a wall to keep everything in.
Oh, left it.
Oh, no. Yay!
One shot.
Well done, Phil.
What else do you want?
Oh, no. It's going to bounce up. No, that string must be really rubbery. This is a slightly different sort of one. I reckon that must be stuck on. There's no way it would stay there otherwise. I don't think you're going to win this one. It's stuck on too hard.
I'm trying again. I want to just topple them all in. That was silly. Might get it next time.
Is it gonna get it?
No. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Well done! Woo, double win! My favourite, sushi deo.
Oh,
that looks a bit far back.
Yeah. There's Pom Pom Purin twirling in front of the arcade. And why has it got so many deer heads? Harajuku's not the only place you can get crepes. They've got 107 varieties here, and there's terrible savoury crepes. This is a really typical Japanese shotengai, or covered shopping street. You see quite a lot of these in Japan. The centre of Sendai has the sort of upscale feel to it, like Tokyo in a way, with all the skyscrapers, but it's so much quieter. There's no crowds here, so it feels a lot more relaxed. Ramen! Now you'd never guess, but this shop is an optician's circus fabulous eyewear shop. I actually saw one in Shimakitazawa and I thought it was a one-off, but there's a branch here too. And sometimes people ask me about tax-free shopping in Japan. Whenever you see this sign, Japan tax-free shop, you can show them your passport and you don't have to pay the tax on whatever you're buying. Sometimes they have a minimum spend and they staple something into your passport. I think legally it is a 5,000 yen minimum spend. That seems to be consistent everywhere we've been.
They have it at a lot of big shops like Tokyo Hands, I think Loft, but also lots of smaller shops as well. Like that's not a particularly big place, and I've just spotted it around in kind of random places, so I think there's no real pattern to which shops join the tax-free shopping scheme. You just have to look out for the signs. Basically we're doing a tour of the arcades of Sendai. Next up is Sega. This UFO Catcher, you can win a car socket vacuum cleaner. I'd rather have a Sumiko Garashi plushie personally. We've actually never won a figure from the UFO Catchers. Phil's got plushies down by now, and you won quite a lot of Dars chocolate yesterday. Yeah. We're going to have a go at this one because it's a pretty cool figure.
Consistency is all you've got with these ones.
Oh, one got stuck. See, the front corner looks like it's just on there.
Keep trying to twist it. It might fall through.
I don't know what the strategy is with these.
I don't know anymore. I don't think this is it.
There's something really spidery about this claw, isn't there?
I've got one more go, I think.
Oh, no effect. Here's the next one, Taito Station. We were just saying there aren't any hamsters around anywhere, and here's some hamsters are the best.
Pick one.
The brown one.
Oh, okay, I see.
You can move it around a bit more than the others.
Yeah. And then, there we go.
Oh,
that was terrible.
Fail.
I'm getting used to the controls.
This one has slightly different controls to a normal claw machine.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this.
Grab that hammer. That was a perfect grab though.
Yeah, well these things are fixed, aren't they? But
usually with claw machines, the strength of the claw varies, so you can only win on certain goes.
That's going to get it. It's Mr. Space. Oh,
come on!
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Put legs on the edge. Last chance for a hammer.
Last try.
Ready?
Yep, go for it.
It's a good grab.
Ah.
Oh, I can't put any more money into it. Or can I? It swings as it goes down as well.
No effect.
Sweet. Oh, that's not going to do anything.
Oh, he's gone further away. Yeah! Persistence paid off.
Finally got it.
So that was a very quick one night in Sendai.
About 3 hours really.
Yes.
If that, yeah.
Not even really a night, is it? Sorry, it wasn't really about anything, but I hope you found some of this interesting anyway, seeing some arcades and we won a few good plushies from the UFO Catchers.
Yeah, we hadn't really planned on coming here. We sort of thought maybe it'd be cool to come to Sendai whilst we were in the area, but we sort of decided last minute to come along, so we didn't have a thing to do, like not a place to see. So we came to get some food and then just thought, what's nearby at this time of night? Arcades.
Arcades.
What do you think of Sendai?
I think it has a nice feel to it. It feels a bit like Tokyo in a way, but a lot quieter.
Yeah, it's like the city that sleeps. Right? it seems really cool. I think I'd like to definitely come back here when for a weekend or something. We can have a bit more time because it's got a nice feel about it. It looks like there's a lot going on and there's probably quite a few things to explore that we don't know about.
Yeah.
It's just a shame we've had between what, sort of 8 and 10 o'clock here.
Yes.
8 and half 10. So it has been really, really brief, but good fun.
Yeah, and where we'll be tomorrow in Matsushima is only about 25 minutes, half an hour from Sendai on the train. So you can see what we get up to there. And if you come here, you can also get there really easily as well.
Yep, it might be a good idea to come stay in Sendai for a weekend. Go see Matsushima for a day.
It's certainly been good to break up the 8-hour train trip between Sapporo and Tokyo.
Yeah, it was quite a long day. Wave.